Yeah.
Let's go on to a real quick topic before we look at pictures. Somebody also asked this. This is topic 3. People wanted to know what our rogues' hobbies were outside of statue collecting. So a lot of people know us for what we collect here on the channel, but people were wanting to know what other interests we had outside of this hobby. And so I don't know if anybody wants to start, but is there anything else that you guys like to do that you'd like to share with the community that you either collect or you just like to do in general?
Sure.
So many things.
So many things. That's right. Well, we'll start with you. We'll start with you then.
Oh, me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I do a lot of hiking. I play tennis twice a week. Local interest writing, screenwriting, genealogy, very big into family history, and that should cover it.
All right, not bad. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good, well-rounded activities there. That's good. How about you, Eric?
Yeah, I was trying to think. I guess other than like collecting wise, for like comics, I mean, I like working with my hands. We just had a discussion before the show.
Yeah.
So I'll do like, stuff around my house. I do my own, plumbing, electric, carpentry. I actually went to school for carpentry. I've been working in my yard doing some masonry work, hardscaping the yard. So I like working with my hands.
That's awesome.
I just put hi-hats in, all the, ceiling lights and all the upstairs rooms and stuff like that. So yeah, anything creative. And then I do, art, anything, painting or, stuff like that. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was something we definitely found out through this channel of, your talent of repairing statues and fixing statues and painting and very, very cool stuff. So that's awesome. Printing. I know you do some printing as well. So
3D printing, yeah. That's
sure.
kind of like where it all started. I've always worked with my hands and was doing like, repairs around the house, stuff like that. So
it's awesome. How about you, Dan? Any outside hobbies that you enjoy?
Oh, like Jeff, probably too many.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a fitness guy. So I like trail running, obstacle course racing. I was running Spartan races when they first started in 2012, I think it was. They started in Vermont, which is neighboring state to where I live. And so I was involved with them year one. And
what is that, Dan?
What's that?
Spartan races. What is that?
It's obstacle course racing. So you're obstacle course racing in mountainous terrain. And so they offer a few different, they're opens, right? So you don't have to qualify. Anybody can do it kind of thing. Mm-hmm. If you want to put yourself to the test. So they run either 3.5 miles is the basic, they call it a sprint. The super is 7 to 9 miles or so. And then the beast is, right now they're about 18 miles.
Oh my gosh.
And about 60 obstacles or so. So I was racing super and beast. Before the pandemic, 2017, I was ranked number 40 in the world for 35 to 55.
Nice.
So I did that competitive. I'm a highly competitive person. So I did that. And then I'm a history buff. I really love to read history. And in any other spare time, I've got 2 adult kids, but I help manage my son's baseball career.
Yes, you do.
So I do that. That's about it.
Big announcement for your son as well this week.
He made a huge move. So for those of you familiar with baseball, thank you for teeing that up, Chris.
Absolutely.
Dad brag. Yes, Brandon got promoted up to AA baseball for the Los Angeles Angels organization, which he's a pitcher. And as a pitcher, that's the open door to Major League Baseball.
Yes, it is.
He could be called up at any time from there.
Cool.
So it's funny. I talked to him yesterday. It was media day. So their opening night is tomorrow night, their first game. And yesterday was media day. And he said, Dad, I've never done so many interviews in my life. Interviews and photo shoots. And tonight it's player dinner with the press. And so at the AA level, it's fully expected that most of these guys will play Major League Baseball.
So when are you flying out?
May 18th, I think. I'm going to go for a week. Good news is when I work remote, so I can work from anywhere. So I'm going to go there, stay there for the week, and with my wife, and I'll work during the day in the hotel, and then at night we'll go to the games. So.
Oh, that is awesome. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations to him
Thank
again, and he better start getting used to this interviewing stuff.
I know, that's what I told him. I'm like, be used to it. And he doesn't love it. You know, he's kind of a humble kid, so
Sure.
But he does it well when he does do it.
I had the pleasure to meet him whenever I was at your house, and so that was really cool.
You got
finally
a glimpse of tired Brandon.
That's right. I got to eat dinner right next to him, so that was really cool. So,
Yeah.
just congratulations to him because I know how big of a deal that is. It's just that's just massive. So very, very cool stuff.
Thank you.
Let's see. Who did I miss? Did I get it? Oh, Matt.
Wow, that's a hard follow up. I've always been a drawer. Like to draw, paint. I know Jeff has mentioned how his son does Warhammer. I used to do a lot of that kind of painting in the past. I haven't done anything recently, but I'm also just a big gamer. I've collected video games pretty much my whole life. Buying special edition consoles and stuff like that, which
Matt,
brought me over to this side of the hobby.
Matt, what's your game of choice? Like, which one do you love and excel at?
I don't really have a choice. I have all platforms, so I'm not somebody who's going to say I'm a console or PC guy. I play everything.
Oh no, but which game?
I'm all over the place in genre too. I'll play anything from kids games to FPS to strategy, MOBAs, RPGs, anything. Typically,
awesome.
if I could play with people, that's always fun. But if I could play a good story, that's always what captivates me. I love a good story.
That's awesome.
So you've played Last of Us then?
That's one I own but have not played.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. I started playing it when I started enjoying the show so much, the first couple episodes. And then people said, well, the game follows, or the show follows the game almost like to the letter.
Sometimes shot by shot. And
it's like shot by shot.
Yeah.
And so awesome. I stopped playing the game so I wouldn't spoil the show.
That's one that I want to do. So like my wife, so I have my PS5 that I've had for a year, and it's sitting down here, and I've never plugged it in.
Oh my goodness!
I just don't have time. Like I don't have any time. This is all I do. I do this. I do this constantly. And so my wife said, "When are you going to bring up the PS5 and plug it in our bedroom?" Oh. Because she really wants to play that new Harry Potter game.
Oh, yep.
Okay. And so I think I'm going to do that. I think maybe if I actually bring it upstairs and plug it in, we'll actually use it, and I'll actually play sometimes. So that's my goal, is to get it plugged in, hopefully this week or next week. So that's exciting. So that's really cool to hear about all of you guys. Of course, if you guys watch the channel, most of you guys know kind of some of the other stuff that I'm in outside of this channel, but we're massive Disney fans, especially Disney parks. Like I am just ad nauseum. Like that's all I do is if I'm not scrolling about statue stuff, I'm scrolling on here about Disney parks news and like, what the CEO is doing and the battle right now with the Florida governor and how that's affecting, that's been a really big deal. It's like that's all I do is I'm constantly digesting information about Disney parks. Our family goes 2 or 3 times a year. I'm really excited because I'm going to be going again in July when we go to San Diego. So I'm really excited to hit Disneyland one more time. So anyway, that's kind of one thing about myself that I love outside of collecting. And I love music. I don't anymore as much because of my money goes towards statues, but I used to go to concerts like nonstop. Like it was a passion of mine. I would go to like 20 a summer. And I've seen just about everybody you can imagine, from anywhere from, AC/DC 3 or 4 times to Janet Jackson to Jewel to Bruno Mars to, every 80s rock and roll band you can imagine. So I'm definitely an 80s hair metal guy. Like that's my passion. I love that music. So anyway, that's kind of a little bit about me. Anything else you guys want to say outside of collecting that we forgot to mention?
I didn't mention vintage comics.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that's your big deal right there. I was going to say you have how many vintage comics do you think you have, or vintage slabs that you have?
I have about I think I have about 200 slabs,
Wow.
and that's gold, silver, bronze comics.
All really good stuff too.
Well, I mean, it's not all thousands of dollars. There's
Sure, sure.
some like Adams covers that I really like in high grade that I have slabbed that are maybe a couple $100. And then it goes up from there. But yeah, that's the heart of my collection. Then I've got like 15 long boxes of stuff from the 80s, 90s, 2000s.
15 long boxes.
Yeah, it's like 8,000 comics or something.
Can I tell you, Jeff, relative to that long box thing? So I don't collect, I don't have a very big pull list anymore. I just couldn't keep up with it. It stressed me out. Although I love collecting comic books. So I collect the main Batman title. That's it pretty much. And then random covers that I like and, that kind of.
Sure.
I put my current, and the Batman run is, so I've got the new 52 run start to finish, and I've got the Rebirth run from 1 to wherever, 134 or wherever we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I put the Rebirth run in 2 long boxes. Big freaking mistake. Those things weigh a ton.
They do.
It sucks moving them around. I'm going back to short boxes.
Funny.
They're heavy.
They are.
Really heavy.
Do you store them at your house, or do you have a storage place that you keep them all? Like, do you worry about like temperature control and stuff like that?
Most of the comics are in a storage locker with my statue boxes.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Bat Kid Voodoo asks, Chris, are you a Whitesnake fan? Well, sure, of course, Whitesnake, but my favorite, I think my top 3, AC/DC is my all-time favorite.
Oh.
Then probably.
This is their last year for touring, I just heard.
Did they make an announcement?
Yeah.
When?
Last month or this month?
So the first thing that I check all the news, and the first thing that they're doing a big concert in California. It's with like Guns N' Roses, and they announced Ozzy, which already retired, and now he's apparently going to be coming back for this. But that's the first thing that they've announced since their last album came out before the pandemic. And so they were going to do a world tour. And so I told Ledger, I said, if they come, I don't care how much, I'm going to get front row seats. I don't care how much it costs me. If it's $3,000 or $4,000, I don't care. I'm going to go and take him, because that was his very first concert.
Yeah, so they just did a huge interview on Howard Stern, and they said this is their last year. They're retiring after this.
But they are going to tour.
Yeah, this is their last year for touring, and that's it.
Okay, well, that is freaking. I cannot wait to end the show. Then I'm going to go check out the news and see what I can find out. That's really cool. So anyway, AC/DC for me. I love Kiss. I love Queen.
Oh, I'm sorry, not AC. I meant Kiss. I'm sorry, did I just mess you all up? Sorry, Kiss.
That's all right. I knew about Kiss. Kiss is ending up in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
They're into their okay. Well,
sorry about that.
That's all right. Darn it. But anyway, I love Kiss. I've seen them multiple times. We actually went a month before the pandemic hit. Actually, that was the last time I saw them. So at least I got to see them as part of their 15th retirement tour, which is great.
Well, speaking of concerts, I do have a concert I could tell the group about. I don't go to too many concerts anymore. Once in a while.
Yeah.
But I got tickets, so it's my wife and I, our 15th anniversary this year.
Congratulations.
And for that, I got tickets to see John Williams conduct the Boston Symphony Orchestra, and the title is A Night at the Movies. So he's going to play all of but conduct the BSO, all of the movies that everyone's heard.
Wow.
And so it's huge.
That would be a dream concert for me.
Yep.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I can't wait.
The one they've announced for us is that Ledger really wants to go to, and I've actually never seen them, believe it or not. It's Guns N' Roses. They've announced them for Coffin Stadium where the Royals play. So I thought that'd be a really pretty cool venue to go see them.
My wife and daughter are going to that. I was supposed to go. I backed out. The last concert I went to, it messed up my hearing so bad. I'm like afraid to go back to another concert.
Yeah, I've told some of you that I've got tinnitus in my ear, so I've got that constant ringing that developed a couple years ago, and I do worry about going to loud shows because loud does bother me, and it definitely ramps it up. So
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today. And if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.